Imagine a government transformed by bold promises of efficiency, sweeping cost cuts, and reduced bureaucracy. Enter DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, Donald Trump's latest initiative, led by two billionaires known for disruption, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. But what is DOGE really, and why is it sparking both hope and fear? DOGE, announced by Donald Trump in late 2024, is not a government department in the traditional sense. It operates as an advisory board, staffed by outside volunteers instead of federal employees. Led by Musk and Ramaswamy, DOGE's mission is clear: slash regulations, cut $2 trillion in federal spending, and streamline government operations, all by July 4, 2026, the 250th anniversary of America's independence. While DOGE's outsider status gives it flexibility, it also raises questions about its authority, scope, and potential impact. Supporters argue this detachment allows for innovation. Critics say it leaves DOGE with limited accountability and no real enforcement power. The two men leading DOGE are no strangers to disruption. Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and X, formerly Twitter, is known for cutting costs, overhauling industries, and courting controversy. Musk claims he can cut 1/3 of federal spending using the same aggressive tactics he applied at X, where he reduced the workforce by 75% and slashed operational costs. Vivek Ramaswamy, a financier and former presidential candidate, brings a similarly bold approach. He's called for abolishing entire federal agencies, including the Department of Education, the IRS, and the FBI. Together, Musk and Ramaswamy promise to bring their chainsaws, not chisels, to bureaucracy. Supporters of DOGE point to the bloated federal budget and widespread inefficiencies as evidence of the need for reform. Musk himself has highlighted billions in waste across agencies, claiming government computers and systems are so outdated they can't even verify basic payments. Efforts like DOGE aren't entirely new. In the 1980s, President Ronald Reagan launched the Grace Commission, which identified opportunities to reduce waste and inefficiency in the federal government. While most of its recommendations were never implemented, it demonstrated the potential of civilian-led oversight to spark meaningful conversations about reform. Even some unlikely figures, like Senator Bernie Sanders, have found common ground with DOGE's goals. Calls for reducing wasteful defense spending resonate across party lines, with Musk and Ramaswamy rallying bipartisan support for targeted reforms. But DOGE's approach also raises serious concerns. Critics point to Musk's chaotic leadership style at X, where mass layoffs and abrupt changes led to public backlash and operational challenges. If applied to the federal government, could these tactics disrupt critical services? History offers cautionary tales. The Clinton administration's National Performance Review successfully cut over $1 billion in government spending and reduced the workforce by 250,000. But critics argued these cuts led to understaffing and delays in essential services, a warning for DOGE's far more ambitious goals. DOGE's mandate for mass layoffs and agency closures has also sparked fears among federal employees. Could this lead to a brain drain, where the most experienced workers leave, leaving agencies less capable of serving the public? If DOGE succeeds in cutting $2 trillion, it could fundamentally reshape how the federal government operates. Supporters envision a leaner, more efficient system. Critics warn of destabilizing vital programs like Social Security, Medicare, and veterans benefits, which make up 2/3 of the federal budget and require congressional action to reform. The scale of DOGE's mission means its impact would be felt far beyond Washington. Reduced federal spending could lead to fewer resources for states, slower economic growth, and diminished public trust in government institutions. Concerns about DOGE aren't just about budget cuts. Musk's brash communication style and extreme work demands have left many questioning whether DOGE is a serious effort or a publicity stunt. Experts argue that cutting 1/3 of federal spending is unrealistic without congressional support or significant statutory changes. Without these, DOGE's bold promises may amount to little more than political theater. Still, DOGE's bipartisan appeal is growing, with some Democrats joining Republicans in calling for targeted cuts. But as DOGE gains traction, the line between reform and recklessness becomes increasingly blurred. As DOGE marches toward its 2026 deadline, its success, or failure, could set a precedent for how America tackles government inefficiency. Will it deliver on its promises, or will it become another ambitious project that fizzles out under its own weight? One thing is certain, DOGE has sparked a national conversation about how we balance efficiency with effectiveness, reform with stability, and innovation with accountability. The Department of Government Efficiency stands at the crossroads of bold ambition and deep uncertainty. As we watch its story unfold, we're left with a question. Can disruption save government, or will it dismantle what it was meant to fix?